If you have any doubt or need any proof that it is totally possible to create a team of caring and connected people who really want to work together and actually produce a result, even if they never ever meet, then listen to this episode. This is something I've never done before. This is actually the recording of an internal meeting, and we record all our meetings, so it happened to be recorded anyway. And it's a follow-on from the last episode that I released, which was all about how to instantly increase the morale of your team. And if you haven't listened to that, go back, listen to that, and maybe come back to this one afterwards, or do it the other way around. It doesn't really matter. But the point is, this episode is live, or was recorded live. It's slightly edited just to make it sort of a little bit shorter and cut out some of the filler words, and so to speak. But the content is all there. It's all real, and it's exactly what happened. And this was one of those moments in my business career that I will remember forever. It just showed me that it is not only possible, but it actually can be absolutely nailed, as in how to, you can grow a team remotely, and a team that really cares about each other and wants to help and wants to collaborate and work better together. So I'm going to shut up and let the meeting continue as it did back in when it actually happened. And I hope you enjoy it. I hope you find it valuable listening to this. This is me talking to my team and asking them to share when in their working lives or in the past couple of weeks had they experienced or witnessed other people in the team sharing the company values that we hold so highly. We hire on our values, we fire on our values, we take on clients based on our values, we make all our decisions based on our values about what we're going to work on, who we're going to work with, or how we're going to actually work day to day. So our values are very important to us, and I think they should be to everybody. And this was just an absolute pleasure to be in this meeting and listen to my team talking about themselves or each other and about how wonderful they think each other are. And it did masses for morale. So have a go yourself, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. And if you do try this, I'd love to get your feedback and see what you thought and what your team thought of this meeting. So does anybody have any examples they can share about where they've either feel that they have done this themselves, which is really cool if you are able to see that in yourself, or you can think of any instances where any of our teammates have displayed any of our values. So being honest and caring, being aware that we are as a business a reflection of our client successes, that we poke the box, so we think outside the box and we try things, and try and fail is acceptable and good. We're a team, so we work well together as a team. We're passionate about our own self-development, and we believe heavily in the systemized approach to our business. Anyone want to chip in?
For me, I think everyone actually showed the value that says we are a team for a couple of weeks now. Not just last week or this week, but a couple of weeks, especially the weeks wherein you were on holiday, Steve. Everybody was really, all hands on deck. Everybody was really on teamwork and collaborating with each other, asking each other how to make it better. And this goes hand in hand as well with we believe in systems, because we really wanted to make sure that everything that what we're doing, we're actually not we're not just doing a task, we're actually just thinking of how to create a system out of that task. So yeah, I think everyone showed that value for me.
Thank you, JJ. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I was very impressed.
Yeah, for me too, in terms of we are a team. So the second phrase, we look out for each other. That happens. I was able to prove that, especially when you were away, as JJ mentioned. And then another thing is about we are passionate about self-development. So I have noticed that everyone is also actively seeking for feedback, not just from you. Sometimes we ask also feedback from either JJ and also to Cinda. Another thing would be if I would need to pinpoint a person. Well, everyone actually showed this, but for me, it would be JJ. She always proposed solutions. So she's actually my go-to if, I would collaborate with her and ask her most of the time for solutions to any issues or problems. And if I think I would need to go direct from you, then that's the time that I go direct from you. Same with Cinda, actually. She also always helped me to find solution with, issues that I have. So, yeah.
Good. I also agree. And well, I'm not going to disagree with any of this stuff probably because it's your opinions, but what I mean by that is that if you hadn't have said it, both of you, I would have said those things too. So very good to hear it coming from you guys. Anything else?
I could only echo what the girls have said. I think we were all in the same boat. And the best thing, and kudos to you, Steve, for allowing us that freedom and the space to find our feet the time when you were not here. You know, you weren't being a helicopter boss. You weren't, looking over our shoulders constantly. You trusted us with your business. And that is a big thing. Yeah. So thank you for that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for, stepping up, all of you. So, yeah, fantastic. Anything else?
I really want to share, but this might turn out very emotional. I really agree with all of what you've said, especially in my side that being the newest, not the youngest, feeling young, but the newest of this group, I really appreciate the mentorship, the support, emotionally especially, because sometimes I make mistakes and I tell Vaughn that I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time, but yeah, just very considerate. And JJ, I really agree that she's our go-to person. She always she always I can't even really explain the right word, but yeah, she's just the best, like the best leader that we have, Steve.
She is.
Yeah. I can't really express or like how to describe it, but yeah, I really appreciate JJ as our leader, being always there, open with open arms, and willing to listen to everything, literally to our task, personal life, and everything. So yeah, I really wanna say thank you for that. And to Cinda has always been our so lovely, like saying you're doing good, and it's sometimes I doubt myself, but Cinda is there believing in me. So your word, Cinda, it's really powerful. And Vaughn, for all of my tasks, you're always there for everything. So thank you, everyone. And Steve for challenging me. So for poking the box. Thank you, guys. So yeah, we are a team. We poke the box, and we really are caring and honest. So I take pride in that. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm not gonna try and follow any of that. I'm just I wholeheartedly agree with everything you said, and I am completely touched and welling up just to hear you guys say it, and to say it independently of me, all the things that I've been thinking. And we must be doing something right. So I think we've got a fantastic team here. And, I think it's working in the way we work, working remotely, working where we never actually get to meet each other. You can't just, bump into somebody in the corridor and have a chat, or, go for a coffee. It's getting this balance, or not the balance, right, but developing this sort of level of trust and teamwork with a totally remote team, and none of you know each other or socialize together outside of work, or well, not in person, I mean, and I think that's just it's fantastic. So, and I would actually I will say one thing, because I was going to say this, but you picked it up yourself, Judy, here, and I wanted to just really emphasize this: we poke the box. I might change it from we poke the box, because just to make it something more meaningful to people. But it's about, you've just got to accept that, like, the learning process is about making hundreds, if not thousands of, they're not mistakes, they're just things we tried that didn't work. They're changing, they're tweaking, they're iteratively improving. That's what it's all about. It's about that willingness just to have a go. Like the fact you posted off your own back, and this is why I wanted to pick this up, actually, because of what, like when I said before, when you posted that's the title, this is the quote, totally off your own back. You didn't ask for my permission to do it, and you did it. That I didn't emphasize enough at that time, which is why I wanted to pick it up now. But that is it. You've got it. That is exactly what you need to do. And us coming back, or me coming back and saying, what were your reasons behind that? Did we, and just basically doing it? That's not in any which way a reflection on the fact that task was done exactly the way the way we intend it to be. Like, you're trying something new out. Like, that is just, I can't get over it. It's hard for me to put into words right now what I'm trying to say, but hopefully I'm making myself clear in that you doing that is huge. And the fact that we then look at it and discuss it is the process. If you hadn't done that, we would have never discussed it. And we would have never had the opportunity to learn, is that the right thing or is that not the right thing? Because I don't know if it's the right thing or not right now. Had you not done it, we would have never opened up the discussion to find out if it is or not. So you have displayed absolutely that poke the box attitude, and and I think you got loads going on, loads of new tasks thrown at you recently, and I think you've coped extremely well. So well done all of you, everybody. And I could go on, like I could go through everything, but if I start doing one of you and two of you and three of you, I've got to do all four. So I'm going to stop now, and otherwise I'll be here all day. But literally, and I will come back to loads of stuff because there's so many incredible examples that I could go through with all of you while I've been away, especially. And no, go on, I'll say a few. Okay, we're on a roll. For example, stepping up as just taking control of the whole situation and being a great leader. It's reflected obviously in the comments that you've had, JJ, but you do that very naturally and seemingly effortlessly. I'm sure it's not, but it seems that way. And yeah, I can't thank you enough for doing that and being there for everybody. Cinder, also, you are constantly, Cinder, asking, can I help with that? Let me have a look at that. Can I, and it's sort of that, just trying to help everybody out and not sitting in a silo or sitting in a, this is my work, I'm going to do my bits. And that's, in the past, that's the type of the attitude people have had, probably because of as much reflection on leadership as their own attitude, but that's not evident anymore at all. So really good. And and Cinder, I've got to also just mention that you have definitely stepped up in two other areas. One is self-development, as in you've just taken it on yourself just to basically just crack on and plow into stuff to improve your ability to create the systems that we need in order to scale the business. So for both those things, I'm very appreciative and I acknowledge them. And
thank you, Steve.
my absolute pleasure. And for Von, I guess poking the box again, I can try and think if it's probably, but like getting on with those slides and doing what you did and your work hard attitude, or I'm trying to think what the determination to get stuff done was just insane in a good way, and and you and then having that horrible accident and just still plowing on in it rather than just holding your hands up and saying, oh, I need to take some time off. I mean, that was just exemplary. So it deserves pointing out. I never expect anybody to work if they are genuinely ill or in pain, but the fact you did speaks volumes about who you are as a person. So well done to all of you. Absolutely fantastic, and it is an honor to work with you all. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Makes my work even it inspires me to work even more.
Okay, so that's the end of the episode, and I'd love to hear what you thought. Is this something you've tried before? Is this something you're going to try? Either way, just ping us a message on social media or leave us a review on this podcast. In fact, do it right now. Hit the button, whatever it is on your podcast, the 3 dots or wherever you get to the reviews, and leave us a quick review about this episode. Was it a good thing to listen to, a good use of your time or not? I'd love to hear your feedback either way. And if you're there, leave us a rating as well. It's massively appreciated. It helps us grow reach, helps us to reach and help more and more people every single day. Thanks very much and see you next time.